Happy first day of fall. I hope you're having a great day. I'm just gonna ramble for a minute and let people join in. This is most likely going to be a video that you find later and rewatch because I wasn't able to warn you when I was going live today because I didn't know when my son was gonna take a nap. But he's asleep now, so we're gonna hope he stays that way for a minute because I've been waiting for the first day of fall because I love when you get to change literally everything for a season. And fall and summer are really those only two seasons here in the South because that's when it changes to hot and cold. So we don't really get a great in between. We don't really change to winter. We don't really change to spring. It just kind of smooths on in. So fall is exciting to me because it's, oh my God, it's just the beginning of everything. Close feeling and cozy and family and holidays, and I just love changing to fall. So I tried to get all cozy with a sweatshirt, but oh my God, even inside I couldn't pretend. I was gonna just pretend like it felt like fall, and no, not even inside, it wasn't working. So I'm just here with coffee, and it's not pumpkin spice, but that's just not my thing. I don't hate it, but anyways. I think this is backwards in the camera, but this is my new favorite mug. It was a gift, and it's perfect. It says Slay All Day. I don't know what that says, something really super weird in the camera. Anyways, so I'm gonna get started. This one will be quicker than my last one where you needed a whole meal to get through it, but that was the point. It was a lunch break one, so I was just background noise. But today we're talking about fall makeup trends, and I'm excited. One cool thing about makeup is that it always kind of follows fashion. So whatever's kind of going on in the fashion world, there's probably going to be the same version of it in the makeup, which is kind of neat to watch. And right now, a lot of things have that 90s vibe to it. What makes me happy is that there's a little bit of a 70s vibe sneaking in there, and that is my favorite. I've told people for years that if you could pick your decade and go back, I would just love the 70s. I mean, if we could deck out my house, clothes, everything. I mean, I wasn't alive there, so maybe it sucked, but I just love the look of the 70s. So I'm excited that that's kind of sneaking in, higher waisted pants, bell bottoms again, that kind of stuff. So that makes me very happy. But right now we're hardcore in the 90s. So one thing you're going to see a lot of is a brown lip. I am not a huge lip person. I love lip stuff, but I don't wear a lot of color on my lips. So this is my very favorite version. This is from Urban Decay. It's called Stark Naked, and it is a matte color. That's one thing I will say about now versus the actual 90s is your browns do not need to be glossy. Yuck. That will look legit 90s and not current. So a matte brown, this one's still got a lot of flesh tone in it, but again, I don't do a whole lot of color. So this works for me, and it's still very brown. One other favorite I have, if you're even less, is from MAC. It's a one of their Sheen Supreme. This one's called Bare Again, but it's really, I have zero spray tan on right now, so I'm very pale, so it looks darker, but it's very natural, but it's on the more brown side. And then if you're daring, I'm just going to fly through a couple of my favorites. I am going to put all of the products I'm talking about on my blog later, so it's just porcelainandpink.com. And I'll have them all listed out because I'm going to fly through them just so I'm not taking up your forever because this is exciting to me. I want you to stick with me. But this color, it totally changes in the light. It's a little more berry than it looks in the camera, but it's called Divine Wine from Too Faced. And it goes on super dark. And when I'm feeling daring, I love this color. Now, you're not going to want to pair it with gobs of eyeshadow and stuff and because it's legit, but I'll do like today, but a little less even, maybe like leave off the shadow, just do liner and lashes, and this, boom, dark lip, awesome. So that's one of the biggest trends is like a more brown tone lip. which is obviously very reminiscent from the 90s. Again, just don't gloss it up. That'll look, again, too legit. Too legit to quit. Hi. Anyways, another thing that I'm very excited is actual trend, because I do this all the time anyways, is basically eyeshadow tones that fit anywhere in a sunset. So very coppery, reds, oranges, peaches, all that kind of stuff, more burgundy, which you see a lot of burgundy in clothes right now. And again, makeup follows fashion trends so much. And I heart those shades. They're my very favorite. I would have worn it today, but I seriously think every picture I post have those shades. So I went with a couple of the other things that I'm going to end up talking about. But that is, it's just my jam. What's so funny about it is that an orange lip plays into that. I didn't put one on today because I went with brown, because it's more everyone would do it kind of thing. So I wanted to show you that in real life. But an orange lip is also part of it, which is, I think, awesome. Like, I'm going to find one to rock and I'll post a picture. But along that same line is cheeks. And so anything peachy, which is something funny about it too, is that your lighter shades of all those colors are not stuck in the summer anymore. I'm a rule follower, hardcore. But I've got a rebel heart in a way. So I love when rules aren't rules anymore. And so you can kind of be like, yeah. And, so anyways, I'm a dork. But so peaches and stuff are great. And so I've got kind of a peachy blush on today. The one I'm wearing is from Benefit. It's called Bella Bamba. And it's nice. It's, very sheer. I had to like really pack it on. So usually I wanted to make sure it was something you can get, because the one I use a whole lot, and I meant to look this up before I started so I could tell you for sure if it's gettable. This one's from MAC. It is called Modern Mandarin. And I believe it's still real, but it's this orange coral. God, the light is catching it weird. It's orangier. They're a little better. I don't know. Anyways, it's got more pigment. And so you can get that more orange kind of cheek. And then surprise, surprise, cheapo depot, this Wet n Wild shade called Pearlescent Pink has nothing to do with pink, but it is a great coral. I really love this blush. It's what, $2? I don't know. Wet n Wild is like nothing, but don't underestimate them. They've got some bomb colors. So those are my peaches. And then the last thing that I'll really talk through is skin. What is so exciting is usually as we move into fall, winter, things change to more matte skin. And I think it's because everybody goes up in coverage, because in summer it's easy to go with not so much coverage because you've got the sun giving you color and it's kind of disguising things you want to cover up, blah, blah, blah. Yes, come on, Pam, let's get a tutorial. It'll be fun. I love doing lessons with people because all this is great, but one-on-one, we can be like, no, but here's how it works for you. But so normally in the winter and stuff, everything gets real matte because you up your coverage and all that kind of stuff. But to me, when it's cold outside already, which is not right now, but you know, why would you want to look even drier and even more matte and all that kind of stuff? So I'm excited that dewy skin is a trend for this fall. I today am wearing the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation. Honestly, the reason I bought this was because it's got this huge wand like lip gloss, and I thought that was awesome. But it's really great. I do like it. It's got a lot more coverage than I anticipated. But what I will say is if you're oily, maybe not your best friend. It stays kind of moistury. That's the word? Sure. But it's got that real, I set it with just some Bare Minerals powder. I like this because a lot of people don't like this as a foundation. I don't like it as a foundation, but as a light cover to set, I really do because it's got a glow. It's the like original powder that's got kind of a little bit of a shine to it. So it keeps, I will always powder my makeup because it's just what I do. I like a powder layer on top of mine, but that doesn't take away the dewy aspect of it. See, I'm still glowy in the light and whatnot. So that I love. Another, if you want even less bulk, but whatever, the Laura Mercier, the Illuminating Tinted Moisturizer is fantastic. These are super weird angles because I'm just trying to let you be able to see. But again, I will post all this on a blog today so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This one's fantastic. And then a new drugstore find, if you're on a budget or whatever, this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I demand a lot out of my foundations. I expect them to be able to stay on from 5 a.m. to midnight, and which is why I've kind of stuck with my favorites over the years. But so this one doesn't do that for me, but any actual regular person's day, like a 8 to 8, 12 hour, it's gonna stay on. Like I was pretty impressed with it. If you need a little bit more staying power or something like that, or if you get a little shiny, this actually comes in a matte version as well. And a lot of times I'll mix them together and I feel like it stays on just a little bit better. Kind of mix it because it still gives you the dewy look, but kind of mixes the textures, and so it stays on a little better. So dewy skin. And the other change for your face is that a contour is not a heavy feature anymore. And I will preface this by saying we're talking makeup trends. We're not talking what you can and can't do. We're not talking about what you can and can't like. We're talking straight up makeup trends. Those of us that are more just in love with makeup or love the artistry side of it, we're still gonna do whatever the heck we want. And I love a contour. I love, like whatever. But these are makeup trends. It's softening up the contour, but using your blush and then using a lot of times more of a bronzer shade as the blush. So again, getting back to that 90s look, we're doing a little more browns, a little more peaches. And so it's an all-in-one situation. And then we're lightening up the highlight. It's been a big deal for a little while to have like a blinding highlight, and still only those of us who are like in love with makeup actually do that. But now it's like the trend is more to soften that up and just glow. So what I've put on today is this mineral highlight from MAC, just because my other favorites are a little more shiny. This one's from Becca Cosmetics. It's Champagne Pop, and you can be light-handed with it and still get a softer glow, but it wants to be shinier because I love it. But the MAC has some mineral blushes, highlighters. This one's called By Candlelight, but I'm pretty sure it was a limited edition, but there's one called Soft and Gentle that I know is still there, and it's basically the same thing. But it can give you just that real soft. You're going to hit it on top of your cheekbones. You can hit it on the tip of your nose, your Cupid's bow, maybe a little bit on your chin and forehead if those are clear places for your skin. Don't put it on top of pores or acne scarring or anything like that. But if those are clear areas for you, highlight those as well. Otherwise, stick to cheekbones, nose, Cupid's bow, that kind of stuff to kind of just give you that pop, but more subtly. As always, a classic red lip with a black liner is in. I didn't do that today because we all know what that looks like, and it's beautiful. No makeup will always be in, and it is still in. So what I've done today is kind of combine looks that don't land in any one category. I've done the brown lip from the 90s. I had done the dewy foundation, the peachy cheeks, and I went real subtle on my eyes so that it's almost like that no makeup look. But then the only other thing is lots of black eyeliner. So whereas there used to be a huge wing going on, those are a lot smaller. Like if you want a wing, just do a little tiny one. But they're smudging a lot of black liner and stuff like that. Again, this is trends. With clothes, with anything, think about trends as a suggestion if you want to look like a girl in the magazine, but do not ever sacrifice looking like your best you just to follow a trend. I am 100%. When I was working at a MAC counter eons ago, I would get so aggravated when people just wanted the trend hands down no matter what. Well, you tell me what's in and I want that. I'm like, but it looks like garbage on you, so don't wear it. Translate all these for yourself. the cool thing about the things that are in right now that I've told you about are wearable for absolutely everybody. There are trends that if you look up 2017 fall makeup trends online, you're gonna see a lot of other stuff that's just ridiculous. And it's more runway fashion trends. So they're like, take a smoky eye, but then add red. And nobody's gonna walk around with red eyeshadow in their smoky eye to go to work. So anyways, I have brought you the more wearable, applicable makeup trends for fall, and I hope you have fun playing with them. I definitely would love to get together with anyone who wants to. I know Pam said she wanted to. Just contact me and I would love to get you set up. If you have any questions about what's going on for fall, definitely let me know. I love to answer questions. And again, all this will be on my blog later because I know I flew through some products really fast. So I'll link my favorites there, just porcelainandpink.com. And that's it for today. Happy first day of fall, everybody. I hope you're having a great day, and maybe it'll feel like fall soon. I really don't know. But I will chat with you guys later. Bye.